I'm Jason Starne. I'm the VP of Media Solutions for Synesys. Synesys is a solutions provider for the media and entertainment industry. And in my spare time, I'm a movie producer.
Standing in for Neil McDonough. Yep, gonna have to get Taft Hartley or something. It's always a good day when the producer gets to play Jason Scott Lee.
In the last year and a half, I've been able to produce 3 movies, and I've been able to take the knowledge that I've learned from working with Synesys for the last 20 plus years and apply that to these movies that we've made. And one of our software solutions is Iconik. More than a software, it's a platform that lets you store your media in the cloud. And I knew right away that I wanted to integrate Iconik into the production workflow for Boon. And you know, when you're doing indie films, man, any little thing that goes wrong can be devastating for the film. So you want to try to build a very efficient pipeline right out of the gate, and Iconik was that for us.
My name is Derek Presley. I'm the co-writer and the director of the film Boon, which we filmed up in Washington State here in this past January. It's in post-production right now. And I have to say that integrating Iconik into our workflow, into the way that we used it on this film, was absolutely a game changer. I can't believe we ever made a film without it. And the reason I'm speaking so highly of it is that, coming from a directing standpoint, in the past it was I don't want to say that it didn't work, and I don't want to be negative, but it was very much a nuisance to have to be able to watch your footage, and sometimes you want to be able to review things, and it wouldn't be ready because there's just so many elements to getting the footage prepared and so where you can see it, and then you can make your adjustments during the shoot and things that could really save your film. And that happened more often than not on this film. We had a lot of things that changed. Weather was the biggest one because we're up in the mountains, and when we had Iconik, the cinematographer more specifically, we were able to sit down, look at what we'd shot, and go, oh, okay, we know when we have to rearrange the day's shooting, and then we were able to go from there. We couldn't have done that if the footage was delayed in getting to us and we couldn't see it almost immediately.
So probably the best thing about Iconik was the ability to access the footage. We usually had a system set up to where by the second part of the day we could see what we had shot in the morning. So not only were we able to quickly reference things while we were in production filming, but after the day was over and we were kind of relaxing, we almost got to have a traditional sort of a dailies scenario where we had a big screen projector where we were able to go and watch the dailies.
We were actually able to, on the ride home from that day's shooting, we could look back at the footage from even earlier in the day, because at lunch they would put it up to the cloud, the footage we shot that morning. We were also able to review the previous day's work and the day before that, or to make sure that the following day when we would go to set, we could have same lighting set up. Or as a director, I was able to use it really for the performances, because I could watch and see what a performer did maybe on day 2, and then when we're filming a scene day 7 or 8, I could see what changed, and I could have piece it together and see if there needed to be changes or if they needed to go back to something that they had done originally. So that was absolutely amazing to have that luxury, because didn't have to wait for the traditional dailies in a sense. We didn't have to get the drives in to go to screening room. I could quite literally, in the car, pull up my phone, log into the account, scroll on my cell phone, and look at a feature film production, the footage. It's pretty amazing.
It became a system for script soup. It became a system for editorial, for commenting on clips, and being able to see the media right away after we shot was just something that was super efficient for us. And it worked not only for me, it worked great as a producer to see what we had or be able to share stuff with others, EPs that were in other countries like Canada even, or back home in Texas, to be able to share media with one of our EPs. It was invaluable for that, but to also have it for the director and have it for the DP to check for certain things like continuity and lighting setups and performances. I can't imagine working on a project without Iconik in the mix.